The Mike Show. As you know, Martha is in Palm Beach with Danelle, and they're doing a Tony Robbins thing. They're doing the UPW thing, where they walk on the coals. I don't know if they're going to be walking on the coals. Probably. I don't know if I would. I might. I'm not sure. I'd have to be there. But I'm not there because I had to get home to our baby and our dogs because I miss them something fierce. Hey, guess what? You may have looked at the title of this video and said, that's intriguing. Yes, this is the title of the video today. How long should my YouTube videos be? Follow this formula to never be wrong. Keyword never, yes. I am going to make this claim. If you follow this formula, you're not going to be wrong. Trust me. How's everyone doing out there? I see people are watching. If you have your comments, put them in the live chat, and then if we have time, we're going to go over it at the end of the video. Again, I'm Mike. If you've never met me, I'm Martha's husband. I like to think of myself as the father of the brand. Yes, I'm the father of the brand. Of course, Martha's the mom. Actually, this weekend, I was like, you know what? I'm like the Ray Donovan of graphic design. You ever watch that show, Ray Donovan? That's kind of how I think of myself, minus the cheating on the wife and the shooting people in the heart and punching people in the throat. I'm the Ray Donovan of graphic design. There's a story that goes along with that. That's probably not the place to do on YouTube because I might get banned of why I was thinking of myself as that. But yeah, maybe we'll talk about that some other place. I don't know. Ask me about it. If you ever see me in person, ask me, why do you think of yourself as the Ray Donovan of graphic design? Anyway, hey, I got, guess what? I got a special appearance by Cookie the dog. Here's Cookie the dog. Yeah, it's Cookie. Cookie's here. Look, say hi, Cookie. Oh, Cookie. All right, there's Cookie. Cookie's here with me. I'm going to put her in her own chair over here, though, because she's getting big. She's getting big, y'all. All right. Anyway, let's get into this. Hey, also, if this is your first time here, or if you haven't done this yet, I'm going to strongly urge you to do this because it's so much fun. Subscribe, comment, share, and you could win stuff like you'll get a tap on the shoulder, and we're going to set you up with some free swag from Martha's Swag Shop. That's true. And you know what? Chances are, if you keep doing this, you're probably going to win eventually, right? Shout out in the comments if you won this. And what did you get? I want to know, because I don't know what you get. It's like a surprise. It's totally a surprise to me. Yeah, and if you, I want to make one clarifying statement. I see everyone over there. I'm going to get to you. Hi, everyone. I enjoy the support that you're here to watch me today. All right. Comment not in the live chat, but in the actual comments of YouTube. I probably should have wore a different shirt. I look like I don't know. I look weird. I look like I need attention or something. But hey, this is Florida life. This is how I dress. This is how we dress in Florida. This is how the bros dress in Florida. All right. So, hey, here's a good segue. This weekend, I got to sit down because we were at events. We were at War Room, and then we were at Steve Sims Speakeasy in Austin. And I surprisingly got the chance, guys, I love YouTube. I've been in the trenches with YouTube for like 5-6 years now, trying to build a channel and really feeling like the benefits of all that work now in the last 6 months with Martha's channel. So I got to sit down with Ulrich Heck, who's this 24-year-old man. I will call him a man because that's honoring him, because he's usually used to be calling a kid, because he started YouTube at 12, grew like a channel to 500,000 subscribers, and now as a 24-year-old man, he runs the world's best YouTube ads agency. He just moved into Austin. And I sat down with him, and I love talking to him. We were talking about, it's interesting how people with certain interests gravitate towards each other, like even before they speak to each other, if you know what I'm talking about. But he was telling me all about philosophy with YouTube and what his team does. And I was like, thank you. This is what I need to hear because our philosophy's aligned, our ethics aligned on it. And I was just like, that really shows that we are passing the right kind of value onto you, our students, and our stakeholders, and our people, okay? So if you want to check him out, I really recommend. I'm not saying that you're at the point where you want to do ads on YouTube, but his name's it's spelled A-L-E-R-I-C, last name H-E-C-K, Alric Heck. He's awesome. Check him out. You'll love his energy. But let's get on to the topic. Hey, we posted in 7 Figures from Home saying, what do you want to know about YouTube? Because Mike is like the YouTube guy, right? So what do you want to know? We got lots of questions, and I'm going to be completely frank with you. We got a lot of questions that I think you ask because you have imposter syndrome. You know, because you feel like deep down, you feel like, okay, well, I'm not a YouTuber. I can't do this. No one's going to listen to me. And you know what Martha says about imposter syndrome is, if you have not had imposter syndrome, then you are an imposter. It's like Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redneck if, and you know, you might be a redneck if for 5,000 different reasons, but you might be an imposter if there's only one. You might be an imposter if you've never felt like an imposter. Okay, so based on that philosophy with YouTube and everything in general, what I like to do is I like to emulate our creator, our one benevolent creator who gives you, in my belief system, insert in your spiritual beliefs, you can insert whoever you want into there, but I believe gives us what we need, not what we want, okay? The enemy gives us what we want and not what we need, okay? I don't know. That's my little waxing spiritual today, but that's really the same thing. When you type onto YouTube and you say, how long should my videos be? How long should my videos be? I don't know. People give you what you want to hear. 10 minutes, they should be 8 minutes, they should be a half hour. Well, it depends, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. They're telling you what you want to hear. You want to hear, I want 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes, I can do that. But then you get frustrated when you do that 10-minute thing and you stick to that plan and you're consistent and you're still not building your community, okay? So again, this is why I say, if you follow this formula I'm going to show you, you will never be wrong. You will never be wrong with how long your video should be, okay? So I'm going to actually share my screen and I'm going to show you behind the scenes. I'm going to show you backstage. So recently, that's not the screen I want to share. Hopefully I'm down in the left-hand corner. And I really appreciate all the comments coming in. Love that. Hello to everyone. We're going to go, if we have time at the end, we're going to get down in the trenches and talk about stuff. So this is the back end of our YouTube channel, right? And this is interesting because this video is like from spring. And recently we've had like explosive growth on YouTube, partly because of these things I'm going to teach you. But if you'll notice, and you've probably heard Martha talk about this, and like, I'm almost like vilified, not really, but I'm almost like, Mike won't let me go past this amount of time. Mike won't let me go past 20 minutes. The world's going to end if we go past 20 minutes. Well, do you want to know why? See, look at this video. So this is a video, again, I'm not sure the date. I think it was like May or something of 2021, or what even year are we in? I don't know. But it's 25 minutes, right? And if you look at our videos nowadays that like we're experiencing this explosive growth on YouTube, they're like, well, as a side note, I try to tell Martha to do 10 minutes and no more than 10 minutes, which with Martha, that becomes like 17, which is fine, it's fine, it's fine. But 25 minutes. So we used to always do stuff like around 25 minutes. And this formula I'm gonna teach you, this is why we went to shorter videos, okay? So when you're asking how long should my video be, my question to you is, how long are your people willing to give you in their day? right? I mean, we live in this day of information overload. How much are they going to give you? How much time are your people watching you? And you can find that out. Let me show you. Here's where the magic happens. Pay attention. Here comes the magic. You go over here into analytics, right? And this might look like astrophysics for you. Don't worry. It did when I first started too. But when you look at this stuff like every day and you're down in the trenches in YouTube, you really start to kind of really get familiar with this stuff. So what I do is I go here to analytics, I go to engagement, don't worry about all this other stuff, and I look at this number. Average view duration, 8 minutes. The video's 25 minutes. Average view duration, 8 minutes. What does that mean? That means that the average person watching your video is staying on it for 8 minutes. And you might look into this on your own videos and be heartbroken and go, let's say yours is like 3 minutes and you have like a 15-minute video and you might be heartbroken. They're only giving me 3 minutes? No! 3 minutes out of a 15-minute video is amazing. That's why it's like, I saw this and I'm like, 8 minutes? People will spend 8 minutes with Martha every day. Do you know how powerful that is? 8 minutes a day. Some people don't even spend 8 minutes with their children in a day, right? So you need to get over that. If you're being obsessive about your views on YouTube or these stats, get over it. I'm sorry. I'm telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. If you're getting a 1 minute average view duration, understand that's your audience, but that's also people that are finding you on YouTube, people that are searching for you, that are searching for what your bat signal is, and they're giving you that time. It is an asset. And it's also what you should make that's exactly how long you should make your video. If people are giving you 3 minutes, make a 3-minute video. Who cares? Who cares? Oh, a YouTube video that's only 3 minutes. Yeah, there's a whole branch of video marketing. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Why are those only all 1 minute long? Because that's what people want. 1 minute with someone a day. You can't think less than for that. 1 minute of someone's day, they could be someone that already loves you. They could be a brand new person, is golden. So yeah, that is your formula. You know, ours is, we started doing this back in the spring. And as you probably know, if you follow Martha's channel, we've had a lot of growth rate lately. And I mean, I really think this is one of the main reasons why, is because we just looked and we said, what are people willing to give? Like their time, because time is money. Time is important to us. And you don't have to, I mean, if you were in my seat telling me that, I totally connect with that, because I have a 6-year-old daughter and she's only going to be this age once. And we're only going to go through this period of the crazy world right now. But yeah, so that's really my big gold nugget. Follow this, never be wrong. What you can do if you want to even dive deeper on this, I would say, let's do this. Make like 3, 5, 10 YouTube videos. Do them. Don't even care how long they are. Just make them. And then I want you to go into each one of them. And I want you to look up this stat, average view duration, okay? And I want you to see what it is. Okay, you'll probably see very similar numbers. Okay, that's how much time people are willing to give. And don't get discouraged if it's just a minute. Don't get discouraged. Just adapt and change. Yeah, so that's the big thing. Tomorrow, I'm going to tackle another one of the biggest questions, which is, what do I do for thumbnails? Again, you can look that up and you're going to get a billion different answers. You're going to get people that tell you, let me unshare my screen. You're going to get people that tell you what you want to hear and not what you need to hear. I am tomorrow going to tell you what you need to hear about your thumbnails, okay? And it's also, I guess you could say, like a little YouTube hack on how to find out what thumbnails are good for you. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, you're saying a lot. Hi, Mike. Hi, Linda. Hi, Kat. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Michelle. And then also, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments of this video, and I'll look at those too, like as far as anything YouTube related. Good morning, Leslie. Oh, let's put them up. Yeah, backstage pass. You got the backstage pass today. Also, I would be doing an injustice if I didn't mention this, especially since I mentioned that the basics on how to set up a YouTube channel are in HBR earlier in the video. You know, HBR, Martha and I and our team were on a mission to co-create 1 million invincible families. By 2026, these families are able to do what they want, with who they want, when they want. They're not chained to a desk in corporate America. They're able to make their future their own. If you're interested in that, let's hear some shout outs about what HBR has done for you. I know we always have a lot of students that watch, but let's have a conversation about it. Even though Martha's out in Palm Beach, hanging out with Tony Robbins, probably having banana hands all over the place. I don't know, look that up, that Tony Robbins banana hands. Message Living the Dream with Martha. Let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, what have you. And we're going to see where you fit into our stuff, okay? Let's see. Ooh, looking forward to these thumbnails. Yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be, not that this wasn't a great value for you, but this is, YouTube doesn't really care about your stuff, okay? Again, what you might need to hear. YouTube cares about watch time. YouTube cares about creators that keep their audience on YouTube, okay? And both of these formulas, they really evolve around, I mean, they revolve around that. Like, YouTube is king on, watch time is king on YouTube. That's really how you handle watch time and how you mitigate watch time results in a direct reward from YouTube. It's like a book publisher. I'm not going to name any names, but when you go through the traditional book publishing, they're like, oh yeah, we're going to market you. We're going to get you here. We're going to do all this. We're going to do all that. I think people have like, and then they don't do that. I think, and it's all in your hands. I think people have a tendency when they start on YouTube to think YouTube's going to do all this stuff for me. YouTube, oh, they're going to help me out so much. They're going to put my videos in front of all these people, and they don't do that. Okay? They see what's in it for them. They're like, they essentially theoretically are going, okay, content creator, what's in it for us? Right? So all these videos are hopefully going to help you show YouTube what's in it for them if they support your content. Okay? So, hey, all right, it's been a pleasure. I am going long. I'm going over time here. I know how hard that is. I know I preached to Martha, stay on this minute, but all right. Love y'all. God bless y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.